Hello everybody, my name is Cliff and you're on my YouTube channel about my MS journey. This is an Ocrevus update. I had in my last Ocrevus injection on, well let's see, it would have been 144 days ago. And today is, when is today? Today is January 21st. Now what have I learned since the last Ocrevus injection? Well, I could tell you life has gotten a lot better, and I think it's a combination of things. I think the drugs are working really well, the infusions are working really well, but also I've figured out how to limit the amount of stress in my life, how to eat better, aka avoid sugars, excessive salts, no alcohol, basically anything that causes inflammation, and sleep right. Now, unfortunately, for the rest of the people around me, sleeping right means I need about 11 hours of sleep a night if I don't get a nap in the middle of the day. And realistically, who's going to get a nap in the middle of the day when they've got to work and have a 2-year-old? It's just not going to happen. But if I want to keep my nasty MS symptoms at bay, I've got to get a lot of sleep. Hi, girl. This is Amelia. She's my service animal. She seems to know, and she's not trained for this, but she seems to know about a day and a half before I'm going to go into a relapse. She starts getting real clingy and just won't leave my side, and that's what I've noticed, and she's really good about that. So she goes places with me. She picks up stuff when I can't bend over because I'm having neurological issues. My balance is wacky, and she also keeps me from running into things when I'm walking, trying to walk straight during a nasty relapse. So on that note, what's going on with the relapses? Well, I haven't had a relapse nearly as bad as the ones I was experiencing before the Ocrevus. So last year, before the Ocrevus was started, it was absolutely awful. Now, we live in Austin, and Austin is hot. And I have not been through a summer in Austin with the infusion therapy in my blood. So basically, I don't know how I'm going to react to the heat. Last year, without the infusion therapy, the heat was absolutely awful, and it was a big reason why I pretty much didn't go out of the house for almost 4 months, other than the fact I was using a walker at one point and couldn't see out of my right eye. That was awesome, so I couldn't drive or do anything. Haven't had any of that stuff happen since I started the infusion therapy. Now, they do say the infusion therapy takes about a year to really kick into action. If this is a sign of what's to come, I'm very hopeful that I'm going to get some of my life back that I had before I found out I had MS. I did go on a 45-mile bike ride at the Live Strong Challenge here. It's a cancer fundraiser in October, and that was very shortly after my second infusion. And I didn't think I was going to be able to do that, so I'm ecstatic about that. But it was a cool day. It was only in the mid-70s, and it was drizzling. If it had been 90 degrees, would have been a different story. Would I have conked out after 5 miles like I was? I don't know. So we're going to see. But I'm excited because I feel great. I feel fantastic. And I think it's, like I said, again, a combination of all these things. I wrote down a couple things here. I have to keep reminding myself, make time for physical activity. So no matter what, no matter how crappy I'm feeling, I take the time out, at least 30 minutes to an hour a day, to either go on a walk with the old doggy here, go to the gym and do very light weights, or hop on my bike. Now, I did cheat a little bit. I recently bought an electric bike, and the sole purpose of that was if I have a flare-up mid-ride, it can get me home. I did have a road bike, and what I learned was if I have a flare-up in the middle of my ride, I can literally be stranded on the side of the road because I just cannot go another foot. I'm just completely exhausted, and I start seeing stars. So the e-bike has really justified itself in that regard. I'm getting a ton more exercise because of it. I feel more confident I can go farther. So if that's something you're struggling with, I can tell you it's helped me. It is a bit of an investment, but it's definitely helped. And my 2-year-old gets me out of the house all the time too. So I do have a Fitbit. I track all my activities, and I basically compare those against my relapses. And like I said, again, the sleep is the biggest thing. Got to eat right, got to get good sleep. And I think a combination of all that with the Ocrevus is making a huge difference. So I'm looking Very forward to the summer, not in terms of the heat, but to see how the heat treats me. I'm feeling very optimistic. Just out of curiosity, how are you dealing with the heat, and what are you on? Are you doing an MAB therapy like Ocrevus or Lemtrada, or actually Lemtrada's not an MAB, I don't think. Anyway, Tysabri, any of those things? And how long have you been on it, and how are you doing? I'm very curious. I would love to know exactly what the folks out there are experiencing, because it's what you read stuff in studies, but really a study doesn't give you a personal story, and I think that's more important. Anyway, from Amelia and Cliff over here, toughing it out with our MS journey. We hope you're feeling well, we hope you're doing well, and welcome to the new year. Thank you.